Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to My Life on a Budget. Y'all, today is Tuesday, June the 20th. Your girl is back after that Juneteenth. And baby, I need to play catch up. Okay, so if you want to catch up with me for this particular week, the week of June the 19th through June the 25th, then stay tuned. Okay, so boom. If you stay tuned and clearly that means you want to go ahead and catch up with your girl. But first things first, let's get the pleasantries out the way, shall we? Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to any and all of my returning budget bays. I'm so glad y'all decided to come back and chill with your girl. Y'all already know how we get down. And if you are new over here and this is your first time coming over here, hey y'all, hey, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Okay, I'm so glad you came through and decide to stop by. If you like it over here, please to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. I will greatly appreciate that. Y'all. So boom, y'all know we have to get all the pleasantries out the way, right? Okay. So here we are. Today's Tuesday. Let's talk about it. Yesterday was June 19th, Juneteenth. Hello, freedom. Hello. Let's give a little pitch for the freedom. Real quick, baby. Please let me know if you celebrated Juneteenth yesterday. Let me know if, well, it wouldn't be yesterday by the time you see this video, but yesterday was June 19th. If you celebrated, let me know if you had a good old time. Were you off? Did you take off? What's the situation? Chat with me down at the bottom, y'all. Y'all already know how that girl was, honey. My baby girl had ended up taking off. She was like, baby, as soon as I looked at the calendar and they wasn't off for Juneteenth, your girl took off for Juneteenth. Okay. I said that part. Thank you. Please look at your calendar, okay? And ask for your days up front. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I had a really chillax Juneteenth for myself. I was at the house. I really did everything because y'all know Juneteenth was Monday, but then Sunday was Father's Day. So let me know how y'all handled your Father's Day. If you didn't handle Juneteenth or if you didn't celebrate Juneteenth or whatever the case may be, let me know how your Father's Day went. This weekend was jam-packed, full of stuff, so it's always something to be talked about, okay? Y'all, so anyway, like I was saying, for the most part, I just kind of was chilling or whatever the case may be for my Juneteenth. But we'll get all into that in a minute. I'll use that as my story time while I'm talking to y'all about what's going on before I fast forward, okay? Today, we are here to do a catch up, okay? So let me move some stuff out of the way and then we will talk about what we got going on, okay? We're doing the week of June the 19th through the 25th. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out. We'll move this over. And then we will talk about what we're going to do. We're going to be doing this week, you guys. I have some videos already that I'm in the process of actually editing and recording that will probably post before this particular video post, okay? But at the same time, you know your girl needs to get everything prepared and everything ready. So I want to go ahead and get everything ready as much as I possibly can, y'all. So that's why we're going ahead and doing this video. Now, let's talk about the things that I'm going to be using for this video. I feel like I'm going to be using the girls book from Agenda 52 alongside of the old school squad goals book. This book is from 2018. And then I have the updated one, or the more up-to-date one, not the most up-to-date, but the more up-to-date one. And this one was 2019, okay? As y'all know, they've came out with something else. This book is actually almost a brand new book. I barely used it, so you know your girl is in the process of using her stuff up. Hello. So we're going to be using all of this stuff, combine it all in here and make it a little one too. Okay. Then I have my meal plan right here that we have right here in my meal tracker. We're going to talk about that later on. That's half filled out. Y'all already know. And then I'm going to use this particular sheet for my to-do list, okay? And then for my to-do letters, I pulled out my unique alpha fonts. All right, I haven't used this book in quite some time, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I actually forgot about this book, so your girl needs to use her books. Okay. Yes, God. But anyway, all right, so let's talk about it, y'all. So I'm going to start with this page first. Y'all already know how that's going to go down. I'm going to pull out my pen that we're going to be writing with this week. Let me see what we're going to write with you guys, because y'all already know your girl needs a cute pen. I think I'm going to use my G2 just for the sake of not having to get up and pull my big thing out. I really low-key want to use, you know what? No, I'm lying. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. I was just about to say, I really low-key want to pull out my big pens and use those, because I haven't been using those in a minute. So your girl is going to use that. Let me pull out a black pen, though, in order to fill out this part over here, y'all. So, anyway, y'all, I hope this video finds everybody doing well. I think I said that already. But, you know, if I didn't, it doesn't hurt for me to reiterate it again, y'all. Anyway, so let me know, as I was saying, let me know how y'all's Juneteenth or either your Father's Day went. How was everything with that, you guys? How was everything with that? For me, give me a second. Let me write this stuff down. Y'all know I can't talk and write at the same time. So hold on one second. All right, guys. And I just used the black Ultra Fine. This pen, I was going to say that it's the dupe for the Sharpie pen, but it's really not. I got this pen from Amazon. I don't like the way... Did I get this pen from Amazon? You know what? I'm lying. I think I got this pen from the dollar store. I got this pen from the Dollar Tree, guys. I like the way it writes. It does give me in the mind of a Sharpie or of a Bic. The only thing is it smells when you open it, y'all. Ugh. I don't know, you gonna get high. If you like smelling markers, that's your marker. Okay, but I love the way that it writes, of course, okay? But of course, my favorite pen is gonna be this big, and this is what we're gonna be using, all right? My top priorities for this week was to call to the TWC for my payment to get ready for VBS. Our VBS at church is gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then we're gonna have a celebration on the 25th, so I'm super excited about that. Catching up on recording and editing my videos. I'm currently recording right now. I just have a long list of videos that I actually need to catch up with. And so, yeah, I need to do that. So that's my main goals for this week, okay? Now, as far as my waist trainer goes, today's Tuesday. I wore the waist trainer yesterday, and I wore it today. I need to do my planner inserts. I haven't started my planner inserts yet, but I think I'm going to do that today. And then actually, you know what, I'm lying. I did my planner inserts today, so I'm going to press that I did today. And I haven't journaled. I definitely need to journal. All right, so let's go ahead, and then we're going to decorate this part right here. And of course, now I'm going to give you a little, chit chat, and we'll talk about my what's been going on for the weekend, as far as, what happened over Father's Day and all that yada, yada good stuff. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, y'all, you're supposed to tell me down in the comments or whatever how your weekend was. Now, my weekend was super cool, y'all. The only thing was, my weekend, y'all, was so freaking jam-packed and jammed freaking busy. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Like, okay, so Father's Day was coming up. Well, done came and done went. Not coming up, done came and done went. Okay, so your girl was running around because I had a coupon I needed to use over at the mall, over at the Polo store. So for those that don't know, my husband, the majority of his clothes that I get for him come from the Polo store. It's I love me Ralph Lauren Polo. I have loved it since I'm a kid. And Polo, not no heel figure. No, it's like okay, everybody, listen, everybody's not gonna get that, but anyway, but anyway, yeah, so your girl goes over there, and they have, the Polo factories in Katy Mills Mall. So the Polo factory actually sells this Polo bear that my husband, that I have, basically is my husband's trademark. Like, basically that's the one he wears. And ever since I've gotten him on it, like, he loved that shirt, and I love how he looks in the shirts. So I buy him, and then I also like the fact that the Polo store has, like, the big and tall section, because, my husband is like over 6 feet tall, and he's like 250 pounds. So he's a fairly big guy. And so, I don't like his clothes to fit all tight on him, y'all. So I love the fact that they have that, big and tall section or whatever over there. And I just love the way it fits him, especially when I found out like what size he needs, I love it. 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 And so anyway, I said all that to say they steady send your girl coupons because you know I'm always in there running and spending my dang on money. Okay, so they know how to get me in there with an old nasty coupon. So y'all, they gave me a 25% off a coupon, plus they was running the 30% off sale, but only on, you know, certain items. It wasn't everything. The other thing about the Polo Bear that you have to kind of be careful about is that it is rarely on sale. Like those shirts, even the t-shirts, y'all, are like $65. No lie. And they are not on sale. They are rarely on sale. The most time I find them when they're on sale is like when they're in the clearance section. So for the most part, like right now, their clearance section is full up with winter stuff. So normally when I go to buy stuff for Papa, I would be packing up on him winter stuff. Like they got a bunch of long sleeve clothes, a bunch of long sleeve like hoodies, jackets. They have like pullover hoodies. They have like their pants is on the clearance right now. But the clearance is on clearance. But sometimes the clearance be on clearance plus an additional 30% off. Well, anyway, this particular situation, it wasn't that. But it still was on clearance, okay? Now, mind you, I normally buy his stuff on the off season, like I said, so that I can already have his stuff for next season, but on the low, okay? On the low. Hello. Hello. Y'all already know your girl like to be on the low, okay? They're poor. So I like to go and get his stuff on the low, y'all. So I normally buy his stuff. So anyway, long story short, this was before I stopped working. Of course, because, you know, I would have been over there buying those. They got these jogger pants. They're like long pants that he could wear like a jogger outfit when he get ready to go to work. It could be a whole thing. Don't play. Like, I like to dress my man up, girl. He's like a regular little Ken doll to me, y'all. Like, literally. And he don't care. He lets me dress him, girl. He lets me dress him, and he don't care, honey. He don't care. And then, too, he know I know how to dress, too. So, he knows if he's going to be looking good if he just trusts mama. And then I'm one of them girls that's, like, very much so. We don't have to dress alike, but I like to coordinate. I like to coordinate. Girl, I'm extra. I'm extra. Y'all, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And, baby, he don't care either. He puts it on. He knows. He knows what mama like. Baby, he put it on. He don't have no qualms about it. He don't be tripping. He don't be like, ooh, da da da. And then as a matter of fact, he's very much so one of those, like, pick it out and I'll wear it. Like, put it out and I'll put it on. Like, it don't have to be that big, but I'll pull it out. You know what I'm saying? So he's very much so that. And so I really, really like that about him, that, you know, he's very easygoing. And so I don't have to really worry about, oh, you know, he's fighting me on wearing this or that. He doesn't really do that. So I'm glad about that. That's one good thing. But anyway, I had a coupon or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to use my nasty old coupon. And I had a 25% off coupon, but then remember they had the 30% off sale. So I also went to the clearance rack, but I also bought some stuff that was, because the clearance rack already was clearance price, but it didn't have I couldn't take advantage of the 30% off. Okay. And then, like I said, this Polo Bear shirt that he wears is rarely on sale. So what I had to do was, I think I found one that wasn't, it was like, I'm saying Polo Bear, but I feel like this one that was actually on sale wasn't the actual Polo Bear. It was like the Polo Bear on the horse. That's what it was. It was like the Polo Bear on the horse. And that particular shirt was $65, of course. But they let me take 30% off of it. And then your girl had an additional 25% off coupon. Yes, God. So your girl ended up, he had him a nice little old pack. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I made him like this big old bucket for Father's Day. Y'all tell me what y'all did. Do y'all buy y'all's boyfriends, husbands, whoever gifts? Or do you feel like he's not my daddy, so I ain't gonna buy him nothing? My husband buys Mother's Day gifts too, so that's why I don't mind, you know. And plus, I love celebrating the old nasty holiday. Now, don't get me to lying, y'all. I ain't gonna even front. Your girl like to celebrate the holidays, especially like you know, if it's my birthday or something like that, your girl be trying to celebrate. Like, don't pass that by. And I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you don't have to make a big deal about my birthday and blah blah blah. I'm a Leo, baby. No ma'am. You need to make a big deal about my birthday, babe, and I'm gonna make a big deal about yours. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. I am. I'm gonna make a big deal out of yours. I'll make a big deal out of any holiday that I present a gift to, though. But that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very giving person, and too, I enjoy people to like open my stuff, or you know, enjoy the things that I've given. So yes, but I went over there, y'all. So anyway, I went over to Katie Mills Mall. Well, Katie Mills Mall is actually much more closer to my house than the Premium Outlet over there in Cypress. I prefer to go to Premium Outlet because that Polo store over there is way, way, way bigger, y'all. So truth be told, I would prefer to go over there now, y'all. But I couldn't go. I ended up, and I was like, let me go to Katie Mills since that's only like 20 minutes away. And really low key, y'all, I really could have probably just went over there because honestly, I feel like it's about the same distance. It's like 25 minutes. I'm there, and I felt like I could have just went to the Cypress Mall at first, and I wouldn't have had to go to two malls. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So anyway, I goes over to the mall, y'all, to go call myself, gonna use my little nasty coupon. I get over there and I'm like, what is going on with y'all big and tall section? Now, I also wanted to buy me a bathing suit because remember I told y'all I'm getting ready for my birthday. We're going out of town, and one of the bathing suits I had wanted to match with my man. Because, because I want to make sure my man, y'all, and because of the simple fact that he has this polo pantsuit, or I'm talking about pantsuit. He has this polo bathing suit, and he's gonna wear his, and I want to wear mine, and so we could coordinate. Hello. Hello. Don't play with me. You heard me say earlier that I like to coordinate, y'all. Y'all heard me say earlier that I like to freaking coordinate. Yeah, so I went over there, and so that's really the only thing that I was happy about that I was able to find while I was there. But girl, they did not have no good section for my man. So I was like, okay, screw it. You know, I'm going to just go to the other store the next day. So this was Friday. So I called myself that I was just gonna really, you know, I called myself that I was just gonna really, what am I trying to say, you guys? I was just calling myself like I was just gonna really, you know, get things done on Friday. That way I don't have to worry about being in a crowd and all of that good stuff. Y'all know I went over there and tell me why the hell. It was still like, y'all, they didn't have nothing that I could use over there. Nothing. When I tell you nothing. So, well, I'm lying. I bought the bathing suit, and then I bought the bathing suit, and then I bought, like, I think I want to say a pair of pants or either a shirt. It was like very minimal that I bought over there, y'all. Very minimal. Okay? So, long story short, I end up, and I was like, well, the only good thing that made it about that trip, y'all, is because I went to Burlington's, y'all. That Burlington's over there slaps. Yes, y'all, I found at least about 4 or 5 pair of sandals. Just cute sandals, y'all. And I'm talking about super cute sandals that I wore that was like $14, $15. Y'all know I love an old nasty sale now. Y'all know your girl love an old nasty sale now. Don't start with me. Y'all know I love an old nasty sale. And the thing about it is I got a Ross right here. But the only thing I don't like about this Ross, what I'm saying, well, I was going to say the only thing I really don't like about this Ross is the fact that they rarely have a bunch of shoes for me. It's like people around here by my house, y'all, they foot must be the same size as mine, which is a 7.5. Okay, we know that's the average size. Girl, but and then sometimes I can fit an 8. Like if it's a closed toe shoe, I can do an 8, y'all. Because I like my foot to be, I don't like my toes to be all cramped up. You know what I'm saying? So I can do a 8 if it's a closed toe shoe. Okay, especially if it's like a heel. I can pull off an 8 and I definitely have plenty of room to do that. But those sizes over here in that Ross, y'all, do not be all of that. They do not be all of that. And I just had a little attitude about it. And so when I went over there, I was able to find, I think it was like one pair of shoes. Because see, what ended up happening, y'all, I ended up going rambling over there and I was in a mode, right? And so since I was in my mode, I ended up wanting to go shopping. So I went and got retail therapy, but I was like, you need to kind of chill because you don't want to go overboard. I know you is in a mode, you're not feeling it. You're not, you in a rut. Because I kind of felt like I'm ready to go back to work. I really just feel like I'm ready to go back to work, y'all. And it's not like Papa is saying anything about me being home or anything like that, y'all. I'm just bored. I am just bored. Like, there is no other way to put that, y'all. I'm bored. Period. Like, I'm bored and I'm ready to go back to work just because of only that. It's nice to be at home. And in which case, your girl loves to be at home. Right? But at least when I was at home before, y'all, at least when I was at home before, this is my Capital Chick Designs book. It's just like a date book. And I had forgot I had this book, but it has all kind of dates and everything in there for like everything. But especially that has to do with African American people, so I love that. And Happy Planner didn't even have a Juneteenth sticker, so do better, Happy Planner. Do better, do better, boo. Cause we buying them stickers, boo. We buying them. But anyway, yeah. So basically, I don't remember what I was saying, but basically, I think I was talking about the fact that I was like in a rut and that I basically was trying to go to the store to buy some stuff, right? And so that's just kind of what it was. I was like in a rut and I was just like, I need some retail therapy. I need to buy something. But I was still trying to be cognizant of the fact, like, girl, don't do too much because, your girl would do too much. I ain't gonna even lie. Your girl would do too much, y'all. And I will regret it later. And I just didn't want to do that. But I needed to buy something. Leave me down something in the comments and let me know, you guys, if y'all can relate to that. Like, I desperately needed to buy something, period. Like, period, y'all. Big dot. Like, I just needed to buy something, and that's just what it was. And so I ran over there to the store, and, I bought the the sandals or whatever. So that was the only good thing about going over to Katie Mills, was the fact that I was able to buy the sandals. And I actually came out with like 4 or 5 pairs of sandals for like really under $100. Like all those sandals I got for under $100, you guys. So that was a really, really good deal. Like those sandals was like $15. The most one I think I got was maybe like 20 something, or it might have got a pair that was like $32. Like it was one pair. But for the most part, the sandals was like $14, $13, $12. Like I was not playing. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I ended up doing that, and then I was like, well, this is not what I'm gonna want. So then boom. So then Saturday comes around, and my sister-in-law had called us, and she works for HEYY. She's like a manager over at HEYY. And HEYY was sponsoring, they were sponsoring their parade, right? The parade. So the Juneteenth parade is actually what they were doing. And so it was out in Missouri City. So my sister-in-law wanted us to come out or whatever. And so, of course, we came out. It was such a good time, y'all. But, baby, we walked in that parade. And when I tell you it was so hot, y'all, We was a sweaty mess, but we had a good time. They had a thing, a Zydeco band. What's his name? J. Paul and the New Breeds was there. Rugged Ends was there. That's an old school group. Y'all remember Rugged Ends? And then it was like some other groups that was there too. But we were able to walk in the parade. And then since my sister-in-law is a supervisor or manager over whatever there, then she was able to, one of her friends was able to get us on like some kind of VIP list to get in their HEB tent, y'all. They had free food, free drinks. So it really was a cute time. It really, really was a cute time, you guys. It really was a cute time. So we had a good time on that day. Okay, so yeah, so you know, we had a really, really, really good time, y'all. You know, it really was a good time and stuff like that. We didn't get home until like after 12 o'clock, y'all. And y'all know we old, honey. We don't be out like that, okay? We don't be out like that. We be in somebody's house. We be sleep. We be in our bed somewhere, okay? But no, after we walked and we went over there and we cooled down, we were up under the tent, you know, we got to hear the music. It was really, really nice. It was really, really nice, you guys. I really did enjoy myself with my sister-in-law or whatever the case may be. That walk, when I tell you we got our steps in, baby, we got our steps in, okay? We got our steps in, baby. So, yeah, but other than that, it was a good time. It wasn't even, and I'm saying other than that, but it really wasn't a situation of other than that. We had a good time. We really did. We had a good time and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, so then Sunday rolls around. Well, anyway, I said that because we ended up going, we had to be there like at 5 o'clock or 4. Well, Papa wanted to leave the house at 4:30, so we got there like 5:30, so that before they closed off the streets and all of that good stuff. And he was just like, you know, you need to be ready. So I ran around on Saturday that morning. I just got up and I was like, after I had my breakfast, I was like, let me go because I need to go to the outlet mall. Yeah, so anyway, y'all know I can't talk and do that at the same time. So I'm like, I need to go over to the outlet mall, you know? And so I got up and went over to Cypress, and I was at the outlet mall, y'all. I was at the outlet mall. And your girl had a good time. Your girl had a good time over at the outlet mall. I went over to the outlet mall and was just trying to go buy what I needed to buy and just basically come on back in. It wasn't no situation where your girl had a bunch of stuff to do. I knew I wanted to go to the polo store and come my butt on out because, baby, if I could have hit on Marc Jacobs. Baby, I could have hit on Marc Jacobs. It's this little bag at Marc Jacobs, baby. I've been eyeballing it since the last time we was there. Okay. And when I told Papa, he was like, you was trying to go to Marc Jacobs, wasn't you? And I was like, yes, Papa, but I was being good. I didn't go. And he didn't say nothing. So I don't know. I might have to give him a little nudge and be like, can you please buy my bag? That's why I ain't got to spend no money, because he know I want it. Y'all, I want that bag so bad. And he is small, so he kind of was like, you're not going to use that bag. And I was like, you know, I'm only going to use it when we go out of town. Y'all, that is it. That is all. I want to use it when we go out of town. Yeah, so y'all, basically I had a really good time this weekend. I went and I saw and all that old good jazz, y'all. And I was able to get his stuff. So I made him a bucket or whatever the case may be. And so that was how that went on. This is very cute. This ended up being very cute. And since it's just Tuesday, y'all, I'm just going to leave it like this. I feel like we should be okay for this. I can't believe I talked all the way the whole video, y'all. Cannot believe I talked the way through the whole video. Ooh, 30 whole minutes, y'all. Hopefully y'all okay with that. But anyway, y'all, so this is pretty much how this is going to look. Let's go ahead and set up my to-do list too. I actually went on here and I set to call my TWC. I already did that. Heavy recording and editing for the YouTube video. That's what's happening now. And then tomorrow, 7 p.m., I have Bible class, of course, plus our VBS at Bible class starts. It's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on Sunday, we're going to have a VBS explosion at our church. So I'm super duper excited about this week and all that good jazz like that. So we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to put this here, and then let's go ahead and set up our to-do list, y'all. Now, anyway, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this because I have been kind of running my mouth, y'all. And so I'm going to fast forward it for y'all. And then that way you don't have to suffer me through still running my mouth. And then this video will be too long. Okay, then I'll be back and we can talk about it, okay? I think that's gonna be all for my to-do list. I have everything filled out. Let's go ahead and change our pens up just so that we can mark what we did. We'll use this blue one since it's just right here in front. Okay, reconcile accounts. I'm going to check that. I've already done that. Review DDJ's resume. That's my baby and make suggestions. We did that on yesterday. Complete Jermaine's travel request and email it. I've done that. Review and complete Sister Bell's vacation request. I have reviewed and I've emailed it. Call TWC for the payment request. That's been done. Send follow-up email for SeaWorld trip. That has been done. Update travel questions on job form. That has not been done. Finish posting YouTube video, and that's my June budget and goals. That is done, and that's already posted. Edit that last week catch-up video. I just finished editing that video, and it actually is going to post on tomorrow, which will be the 21st, okay? Complete Rachel's vacation request. I've done that, and I've emailed her. I need to pull Ramey's file to verify that I told them it's her birthday celebration. I think I did. I just want to cross my I's and T's. She's about to get ready to go on her trip on next week, and I want to make sure she's fully ready and gets all of her goodies. Okay, so oil my scalp. I haven't done. Hang clothes from the couch on my master bed in my master bedroom. I've done that. Record this week's catch up with me video. That's what we're currently doing right now. I haven't edited and nor posted it, but we're recording it right now. I also need to record week number 1 transaction log check-in, as well as week number 2 transaction log check-in. And then lastly, I need to do a video for my bill pay number 1 and bill pay number 2. For June, we paid some bills already this month, and I would like to show, or I need to do a bill pay video on that. Okay, so that right there will catch me up. I am in love with the fact that it's only Tuesday, and I've already started with my to-do list, and I've already gotten this video recorded. Even if it does not post right away, at least I'll have it, okay? Like I told y'all already, I'm not one of them girls that's going to be worried about what day this stuff posted, what day this, what day that. I'm not going to be tied to that, y'all. I'm just not going to be tied to that. I can post it when I can post it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this back into our thing here, right? Now, we already did our to-do list, which was right here. So, of course, we're going to put that in front so that we can look at that every day. And then remember, we filled out our form, which is our meal plan form for this particular week. Monday was leftovers. We ate leftovers. That was Juneteenth. But on Father's Day, I cooked beef roast with potatoes and rice and green beans. And then I made a homemade peach cobbler. So they will be eating on leftovers. We're gonna eat leftovers. We ate leftovers yesterday. They'll eat leftovers today, and then they'll be thin for themselves on Wednesday, and then I'll cook on Thursday. Okay, so that's how that is gonna go. If you made it to the end of this particular video, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate you for staying. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. If you like the video and you are new here, please not only give it a like, but hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you over here in the Budget Bae community, y'all. And until next time, my life on a budget. Bye.